Everyone and their mom loves draft day trades, except for Minnesota Vikings fans when Rick Spielman turns a fourth-round pick into 27th rounders. ESPN NFL writer Bill Barnwell, the sultan of sports writing sexiness, penned a mock draft with proposed trades for every single pick. The Vikings were involved in two, one good, one very, very bad. Nah, not so much. The bad first. 10, Cowboys. Cowboys get 14 and Danielle Hunter. Cowboys get 10, a second-round pick, and a fourth-round pick. No. Barnwell writes, by the Jimmy Johnson trade chart. Yeah, this is the equivalent of the Herschel Walker fleecing yet again. This deal would value Hunter as roughly equivalent to the 25th pick in a typical draft, given that he's coming off a neck surgery for inheriting a disc and is due for a meaningful raise. That's probably close to fair value. Now, the Vikings would be moving up to grab Slater, who would step in as a left tackle after they cut Riley Reif. The Giants 11, Chargers 13 would both be plausible candidates to take Slater ahead of Minnesota, blah, blah, blah. The second rounder it gets from the Cowboys would help make up for the second round shipped off to the Jaguars, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, Nick the freaking guy. Okay, right. So I get it. Moving up for Slater and or Darisaw, but punting on Danielle for a second round pick, a fourth rounder, and the difference between 10 and 14, nah, no. Everyone has a price, yes, but I would rather gamble on Danielle, who is still going to be a future first ballot Hall of Famer, neck and contract and all. I'm going to take my chances. I will. And as we point out, with the contract, silence is good in terms of negotiation. So you haven't heard of sources say blah, blah, blah on either side, whether it's the team or Danielle. Danielle has paused putting out those workout videos too, because I think that the message has been received. And it's been quiet for over a month. Ever since they designated Rudy as a post-June 1st cut, and the Vikings are going to get a nice windfall of cap space, it just makes too much sense. So I think that something is going to get done. So I say absolutely not on this deal. No. Second deal is much better. 14, Vikings get 24 and a 2022 first round pick. Woo. Steelers get 14 and a 2022 fourth round pick. If you want what the Patriots might be having, this is your last chance to get ahead of New England at 15. In some scenarios, blah, blah, Parsons, Zaven Collins, the Vikings aren't taking a quarterback. Really. They'll be able to address their defensive depth and tackle concerns later in the first round. The Steelers have plenty of needs elsewhere on the roster, which is why I think probably would package their 2022 first rounder as opposed to trying to use their second round pick. Move up to grab a quarterback such as Trey Lance if he's still on board, with Big Ben entering what appears to be his final year of his career. Well, last year was the final year of his career, but it's come back for one more. The future is totally uncertain in Pittsburgh. Getting their quarterback now gets the Steelers right for 2022 and hedges their chances if Roethlisberger isn't able to play at a high level in 2021. And we've been saying the whole time that 14 is the honey hole spot ahead of the Patriots if one of the big five quarterbacks falls. I think the Vikings could be in line for a lot of significant trade capital because teams want to keep a quarterback away from the Patriots. Now, I get you're moving down 10 picks for a future pick that you can't use until next year, and you're giving up a fourth. But also, who knows if Spielman's going to be around to use the two first-round picks. But that first could be very valuable. Because, yes, the last year the Steelers started off 11-0, but they imploded down the stretch. They got woodshedded by a Stefanski-less Browns in the playoffs, and Big Ben is a liability. Like, I understand fans think, oh, he's just doing it for the team? Oh, no. Big Ben is a bottom 10 starting quarterback in this league at his age. He is. And the pick could be very high next year because if Big Ben starts, he's going to poop the bed. And then if they have to throw out a rookie starting quarterback, maybe it doesn't work out. So that pick could be potentially top 10, maybe even higher next year. Plus, the Vikings at 24 could still be in the range of some guys like Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah or Greg Newsome or maybe Caleb Farley falls because of medicals or some of the edge rushers or even offensive line. Radunz, Cosme, maybe Jenkins falls that far. Maybe even AVT takes a tumble because of the value position of a guard. So that would be great. You get a guy that you may have even taken at 14, 10 spots later, and you get a future first-round pick. That's certainly worth the trade down. Or you could package that future first-round pick into a trade back up into the first round. You get into the late 20s or the 30s, and then you double dip in the first round. That is a very valuable trade chit, so I'm perfectly fine doing that. Overall, the Barnwell deals, no on Danielle, no. And then yes for a trade down in the first for a future first round pick that you can use in a lot of ways. But your thoughts, Barnwell's trades for the Vikings, let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support that work, post on the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.